Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. What is it that I could do for you? Swiggity swooty, give me a piece of that booty. Hello friends, as a magician I'm not qualified for a lot of things in real life. I'm actually qualified for very little. However, one of the things that I'm qualified for is to judge what other people consider to be magic. Now personally I can't think of what a better representation of that would be than the Black Magic Fuckery subreddit. Now this is a subreddit dedicated specifically, as you could see, to anything that has no other explanation but good voodoo black magic fuckery. Now here's the thing, you might have seen other bigger channels do a video similar to this where they look at the top posts of this subreddit. Not me, my friends. I live in the muck. And because of that, we're going to be sorting by a little known feature in Reddit known as controversial. You see, you budding virgins, if we sort by controversial, we find the cream of the crop. We find the true garbage, the cesspool, what I thrive in, what I live in. I was made in the trash, and subsequently, I'm here to present the trash to you. So if we sort by new and actually make it all time, we could see the posts that have the most comments but the least amount of likes. So in this case we have a lot of comments, 249 comments. However, we see that there are only 200 upvotes, right? And that might be incorrect because the Reddit desktop version of the application is completely fucked. So as a magician, I'm obviously qualified to determine what is black magic fuckery and to see the true methods behind it. So let's see what this is. Now for the lion that will magically shrink before your eyes. So it's a lion and he's walking on a street, and doesn't seem to be shrinking. As a matter of fact, seems to be just as terrifying as when it started. And again, let's see what the comments have to say about this. Or not. Why is this here? Are you retarded? I think we all are inside Army 2880. I think we all are. This sort of thing is illegal in Alderson, West Virginia. Shrinkage is nothing to laugh at. Again, my friends, the other channels might have looked at posts looking at card tricks that might be impossible to figure out, or death-defying illusions that have no explanation. Not me, my friends. I'm looking at the waste matter. Let's see what we could have been looking at had we decided to sort by best of all time and see the actual black magic fuckery that this subreddit has to offer us. We would have seen the magic bottle. In this case, it's a water bottle that managed to land exactly where it started. That would be cool, right? That even got a little bit of a certified sorcery tag. That's, I guess, what the virgins at the subreddit decide to give to legitimate sorcery. Here we have zoom in on this fuckery. I have to click on this. See, I already don't like this because I have to put effort. Now I have to zoom in and, well, that got fucked. This guy's removing ice from water. That's not black magic fuckery. That's science. Yeah, you got shards of ice. See, the top is also a little bit trashy as well. I think the whole subreddit's pretty terrible. We have a robot magician. What's he gonna do? Is he going to take that ball in his mouth? Okay. Okay, that was kind of cool. All right. Okay, that shit actually goes nowhere. And now it's... Is it back? All right. What the fuck? Oh, it's magnets. Oh, now he had... I can't even with that. Yeah, okay, that was cool. Let's go back to the trash. So this says, how does the middle piece of paper do that? So it's drawing lines on a sheet, cutting it, and well, now they flip it. This is a very common trick. Let's see what the comments have to say. Of course, the comments are my favorite part of looking at posts on Reddit because you know that you're gonna get the best of the best here. It says, ah yes, let's just speed up the important parts so fast that clueless people would be mind blown. 581 upvotes by Law Lian. Yes, my friends, I'm actually erect. Thankfully, you could only see my upper body, but right now I am bricked up. Seriously, this is what the sub is about now. Oh yes, this is what the sub is about now, friends, and I'm enjoying it. Oh, am I enjoying it. Now, of course, my qualifications as a magician has not really gone into play yet. Hopefully with these posts, maybe at some point somebody decides to do something that might be remotely magic trick related. Okay, here we have one where it says unexplainable, unexplainable by Iron Chef Chop Chop. That was wild. Now, I love this style of post because it exists in a space that I like to refer to as the Schrodinger area of virginity, where you don't know if he's being legitimate and posting this thinking, haha, I got an example of black magic fuckery. Where's the pen going? Oh, it's coming out of my ear. You don't know. It could also be that he's doing it to troll. He's doing it to troll. So there's two areas that simultaneously exist, and we don't know. We don't know. However, it seems like the comment section is mostly in complaints. And this is from 4 years ago. So apparently the sub has consistently been going to shit. Now, of course, as a magician, I'm qualified to rate this particular piece of prestidigitation, my friends. And I'm actually surprised that he's doing it well. You see, usually when it comes to this, you have people on TikTok that I may or may not want to name. Like, let me just give an example here. Shonda's Magic, where they do this particular trick with a Sharpie. Now, let me give you a little lesson in this particular trick, my friends. Here's a pen, right? I'm going to pretend to shove this in my nose. And you see, the illusion is compelling. It looks like the pen is going into my nose because of the uniformity of the color of the pen. So you notice that it's all silver. It's a nice brushed silver finish. So if I hold it in this way and pretend to shove it in my nose, it actually looks like it's going in my nose. But all I'm doing is this. I'm just jerking off the pen, boys. Let's see how most magicians on TikTok do this trick. And let me know if this is as fooling. Is that as fooling, my friends? No, because you see that the cap of the marker is stationary. I know you might be thinking, oh, I've seen other magicians do it where the pen shaft, the shaft of the pen and the frenulum is what's going in your nose. But I want you to notice, my friends, that this is not a uniform design on this Sharpie. You see the Sharpie logo, and you see that the Sharpie logo doesn't move. It doesn't look like anything's, it doesn't look like the pen's going in my nose. It just looks like I'm giving a little bit of a toot-toot, one of these Glock 9000s to this particular pen. It doesn't look like anything. People might be asking, hey man, are you pansexual? Pansexual? You're jerking off that pen so hard? No, I'm just a bad magician. And this guy actually does it well. So I gotta give him the props, my friends. I have to give him the props. So this guy's doing Naruto hand seals. If you're not familiar with Naruto, you've probably seen a vagina. And he's killing the jutsus. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, this is legitness. That's so hot. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, here, as I mentioned before, it could be Schrodinger's virginity, as I mentioned. Let's take a look at the comments. I feel like this was done completely unironically. And it says, is anybody shocked to see that the guy who could do this so expertly also happens to have a neck beard and is kind of lumpy? That's a little bit insensitive, right? Nearly that whole video was sped up. You could tell because the wire coming out of his headphones is shaking unnaturally. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think that he's legitimately capable of multiplying his body into different clones and fighting Sasuke. Sharingan. I don't watch anime. I've seen vaginas before. Your brain thinks that the squares below are actually different colors, but they're not. Don't believe me? I've seen this before where you put your finger between them, right? You put your finger between them and they're supposed to be the same color. Don't believe me? Put your finger in your ass. I don't know why I find black guys suddenly hotter after doing that. This one says Black Magic Forkery. A nice little pun there, right? Name of the subreddit is Black Magic Fuckery, right? It's forkery. It's clever. It's a nice little twist on the words there. Let's see what he has to show us here. 4 years ago, Battle Chick 296. Seems to be the fork is attached magnetically to another fork. All right, let's see the comments here. I just want to take this time to apologize profusely to those of you that have been watching this video. I know, this is a rough one. I thought it would be good. I thought the premise was interesting. I thought it up. I'm like, man, you know what? It's funny, right? I'm a magician. I'm looking at black magic fuckery, but I'm not doing it like the other channels where they look at the best of the best. I'm looking at the worst. I'm looking at the worst. So I'm sorry. Magnets, how do they work? I think that was a topical reference 4 years ago to the Insane Clown Posse. As a matter of fact, I think that was an old reference, even 4 years ago. So let's see when that song came out. So that song came out in 2009. So even 4 years ago, that was a dated reference. So kudos to that. Terp B. I want to hurt myself. I think this is art. This last one here is art, my friends. This was a post of an individual that was obviously in some form of a classroom, and he decides that he's going to try to cure his boredom by making a water bottle balance on its edge. And he was so proud of this accomplishment that he decided to post it on a subreddit dedicated to things that are unexplainable and hope maybe that he could get a couple upvotes. Instead, what did he get? He got 0 upvotes. And he got 4 comments. What I applaud is that he kept it. He didn't delete it. He's not going to go with what the rest of the crowd is telling him to find out different ways where he could visit Harambe. You see a topical reference for 4 years ago. No, he kept it on to this day in 2021, where now I'm looking at it and feeling the anger of 1,000 suns. Well, that's the video, my friends. I hope that you weren't deterred by that sound of the illegally added modified horn to that car that just drove by. It's a very common occurrence here. Usually comes with, I would say, 2% tints and some sort of customization to the muffler, right? That's what you usually see in those vehicles. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys appreciate me appreciating you. As far as what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure out different ways to meet Harambe myself. That's what I'm going to be doing. Some advice for you guys. I know. Make sure that when you put your shoes on, you don't accidentally put your shoe on, or your foot inside the shoe rather, where a cockroach has made its living. Because then what you're going to feel is the swift crunching of a cockroach against your foot. You can tell it's not a picture because the fan is moving behind me. And I'm blinking.